at the ROR, because many a times we just brush through the ROR. But this is 1 billion shillings, potentially 6 billion. In fact, if you collected 6 billion, you would not need Nairobi every time when there are delays in exchequer releases. I'm sure you probably may not have even paid your salaries. But you have the capacity to collect 6 billion. But if you're going to collect 6 billion through this porous governance structure that you have, then half of it is going to end up in people's pockets. So I think we will ask the OAG to do a proper, thorough audit on this. And if we find similar doubts in the next report, we will be asking the EACC to conduct an investigation. Because if you collect from people and you pocket, that is theft. OAG.
Chair, that is well noted. On the variances, I wish to state that we normally have a work paper whereby we always question if there's any big variance from the previous year to the current year, and we normally note it down. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, honorable members, can we...
Chair, can the governor comment on the revenue potentials of KAJIADO County? We've heard from the KRA, they're saying 6 billion in one financial year, and the county is only reporting 1 point something billion.
Governor?
May I? Okay.
Do you agree with that figure?
We have heard of that potential. I want to say that under my administration, the revenue, on-source revenue in KAJIADO had steadily grew from a mere 250, 400 million to a billion. And therefore, while that potential is allegedly put across, it is important for me to say we are all determined to make sure that we tap into the potential we have. But Senator Elegwe, we have steadily grew from much smaller figures as we try to figure out what is this potential being said. So we want again to commit that we are determined to do whatever it takes to make sure that our own source revenue continue to grow. Thank you, Chair.
Governor, that question, if we could go to your answer, because the Auditor General has queried it under long outstanding revenue. I think it's a substantive issue in this report. So maybe we could look at what your formal response was.
Correct.
But Senator Maruma, you can...
Yeah, I just wanted to question the governor on the status of implementation of the downgrading of Amboseli. Because when I look at the revenue projections by CRA, they could be premised on revenues or projected revenues from Amboseli National Park if it becomes then a game reserve. What is the actual status of that downgrading?
I think, Chair, downgrading is probably not the correct word to put. Here we are saying...
Or reclassification.
Yeah, what we are saying, Chair, is that historically until mid-70s, Amboseli, Mara and Samburu were all national reserves. Through a presidential decree, Amboseli was wrongly classified to be made a national park. What the people of KAJIADO are petitioning or petitioned, and is being confirmed to be their correct position, is that Amboseli's status is a national reserve and not a national park. Mara, which is a national game reserve, continued to be the icon of our Kenyan tourism and a key revenue mover. So it will not downgrade. We are determined to make Amboseli what it should rightly be, a third-generation park. A third-generation park is something that considers community livelihoods, the game reserves, and the ecosystem itself. The current position of a national park protects wildlife with total disregards to the communities that are protecting or that are living side by side with this wildlife. So we're just saying it needs to be properly classified, but the status will not be a downgrade in any way.
Where are we? Where are we exactly?
Oh, where we are. In 2024, August, in Masai Mara, the president pronounced himself that this historical injustice need to be corrected. He set in motion through a national task force to look into that petition. The task force